Okay, you guys, welcome back. I don't know what happened, but I'm back on here, you guys. I hope you guys can find me pretty easy. So yeah, like I was saying, went ahead and prepped the skin. Now for foundation, you guys. Today's look, as far as the skin goes, is going to be like a very, I want it to look like buttery skin, very natural looking skin. So for that, you guys, I am going to go in with the Molly foundation, you guys. This is, I feel like, a very underrated foundation. This foundation was this product line is from Beyonce's makeup artist Molly. So one pump pretty much does the entire skin, the entire face for me. Very natural looking foundation, but it has great coverage as well. So, hey, you guys, welcome back. I don't know what happened, but hey, we're back in this thing, okay? So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it down below, and we'll be able to have an open discussion. For those who didn't hear, today we are going to be talking about colorism, which is basically discriminating against people because they have darker skin tone. And a lot of times, which people don't talk about a lot, is it's within the same race most of the time. Crazy, right? But it is a thing, you guys. It is a thing. Kind of went back and forth with that, if that's what I wanted to talk about, because that's a little bit, I mean, it could be considered a little risque, right? Like discrimination within your own race. But I feel like it starts with us. Period. Like when we want to talk about changing stuff, and we want to talk about what's going on, we have to start with ourselves, right? Like look at ourselves first before we turn to the outside. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. As you can see, I'm distributing the foundation all over before I go in and blend it. So to blend it out, I'm going to use a beauty blender and just blend out the product. I only used one pump, that's enough. Once you distribute it around your face. Hey, Safisha. So yeah, you guys go ahead and share this. If you can share this to a couple friends on your phone right now, I would really appreciate that. Share this on your social media, share this to a couple friends in your phone. Let's talk about it. This is a real thing, you guys. Racism is real, colorism is real, okay? It's a real thing. I'm gonna be honest, like there's even people I know who I've heard them make, I mean, would you consider colorism like straight up racist? I mean, I've heard even like people that I'm cool with make comments against other females with darker skin tones than themselves, you guys. And me personally, I think that's a problem. Point blank, period. I think it's a problem. And I want to know how everybody else feels about it. Like I said, when we talk about changing things in our community and bettering ourselves in our community and getting other people to respect us like we respect ourselves, you guys, like that's an issue. That's an issue. So yeah, just blend in the Molly foundation all over. You can definitely use whatever foundation that you like, you guys, but I'm using Molly. Distribute this all over. For a little extra coverage, you guys, I'm gonna go in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is an amazing foundation, just period. It has great coverage. This is what I use when I want like a really polished, really flawless look with a little bit more glam to it, but I'm just going to use a little bit for coverage. Yeah, it's a form of discrimination for sure, Ariane. I saw your comment. So somebody commented and said colorism is a form of discrimination. Absolutely, it's a form of discrimination. And like I said, I feel like that's a form of discrimination that most people don't talk about. Hello, I believe what you're saying is real. We are a people of color, light skin. I didn't get to see your whole comment, but yeah, that's like that's like real. We are a people of color, and for other people, like I said, with colorism, most of the time it's discrimination within your own race. And I mean, we're a race that has so many different colors, light, dark, in between, you know, caramel, cinnamon. Like, I mean, it's just so many. I'm so glad you're using your platform to address this. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Comment and tell me what you think. Have you guys ever experienced discrimination against your color? You know, whether it be within your own race, whether it be within your family. Like, that's a real thing in Black families. And like I said, when we talk about, you know, discrimination and making change, it starts within our own community and our own family. Just like education, teaching your kids. Like, we can't blame the school system all the way because it starts with us. Like, it starts at home. So same thing with that. Colorism, racism, that's taught behavior. That's learned behavior. So it's up to us to break that cycle. You know, whether you're dark skin, light skin, in between, color doesn't matter. If there's one thing about a person that, like, the last thing you should judge somebody on, it's embedded in our society through media. We have been unconditionally brainwashed. That was from Miss Fatima. Unconditionally brainwashed. You want to expound on that a little bit? Expound on that a little bit. You know, I know that it goes back a long time. So when we talk about systematic racism, you guys, this is something that's just been in the system for a while, and it's something that didn't necessarily start. Now, this is something, it's what we see everywhere. Okay, I get what you're saying. But don't you believe, like, this is something that started with slavery? Like, they tried to, you know, make as if, you know, the lighter skin was like better, or they got better treatment than the darker skinned people. And I feel like it just kind of carried down. And that's something that's very important, that we cut the cycle on that, because who cares what your color is? I mean, everybody can be beautiful, period. Period. It's something we all deal with and may have actually done ourselves. Wow, white people messed up how we view ourselves. Jennifer, can you comment that one more time, Jennifer? Yeah, and that's something that we have to be mindful of. We have to be mindful of, you know, how we view ourselves and how we view our sisters, brothers, family members, friends. Period. Period. How does your skin color make you better or not better than anybody else? That's like when it comes to judging somebody, skin color has the least to do with anything. Period. Period. It has the least to do with anything. And like I said, it starts with us, you guys. It starts with us. It's a real thing. So I am highlighting the skin, you guys. For this, I am using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I like this concealer, number one, because it's affordable. You can get this at any drugstore for about $6. It has great coverage and it blends well, you guys. I'm using the color Tan Walnut. So for my foundation, if you guys didn't see, I used the Molly foundation for a little bit of coverage around my mouth and my darker areas. I added a little bit of the Estee Lauder Double Wear. You guys feel free to use whatever foundation works for you. If you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, make sure you use a foundation that works for your skin type. Foundation is not one size fits all. It's not. Just like I described about the primers earlier, you want a primer that works for your skin type. You want a foundation for your skin type and skin color as well, you guys. That is a major key for you and your clients. So if I have any aspiring makeup artists on here, that's one thing that you are definitely want to ask your clients is, does your skin typically get really oily after a few hours, dry, or is it pretty much normal? That is major key when you're doing somebody else's makeup, a client or whatever, if you're doing a family member, or if you're just like dabbling in beauty for the first time, or however, you guys, like, that's major key. Just know that. Just know that. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, make sure you comment down below. I'm trying to read the comments as quick as I can when they pop up. Lighter skinned slaves were treated better, which made Black people treat them better, and so on and so on. Wow, how true. How true. How true. Paper bag entry into black societies, on up to black entertainment, which still overvalues lighter skin, quote unquote, good hair. Yeah, I definitely believe that, you guys, for sure. You know, and it's a fact. It's a fact. Like the lighter skinned slaves were able to work indoors where it wasn't as much heat and in the elements. And the darker skinned slaves had to, you know, go outside and work in the harsh elements, doing very hard physical labor. And you know, because of that, other slaves treated them different, and then it carried on. So as time went by, you know, years later, and black people had a little bit more freedom, you know, they had the paper bag thing she was talking about. If you were darker than a paper bag, you weren't able to go into these black clubs. If you were lighter than the paper bag, you know, gained entry into these black clubs. Is that not crazy? That's crazy. It's crazy. This is a thing. And this was not that long ago. It wasn't that long ago, you guys. When we talk about discrimination and racism, even slavery, you know, I don't understand why people make like we're just centuries removed from it. We're not. We are not. I'm going to go in and contour, you guys. I'm using a cream contour. This is just a basic Nika K contour. It's a cream contour that I got from the beauty supply store. Whatever cream contour you have, if it's a, you can use a darker foundation. You can use a darker concealer. Whatever works that's a cream base. This makes your contour look like it's coming from within rather than a powder sitting on top. So this is going to help you give you a more natural looking contour rather than powder. But powder still does an amazing job, you guys. But I'm going to show you guys this technique. And just using like a blush type brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend that. Some people draw the dark lines and then try to blend it out. But I feel like if you go ahead and distribute the product this way rather than creating a line and then trying to blend it out, it gives you a more seamless blend and you don't have to work as hard trying to blend that line out. See how this is just kind of flowing naturally? Okay. My great grandmother was Creole. She was a believer of the paper bag test. My light-skinned cousins were definitely treated better than me. She would tell me to get out of, oh, wow. 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 And you're my age. You guys, did y'all hear that? Do y'all see that comment? Like that's a real thing. When I say it starts with us, it definitely starts with us within our own family and own household. It definitely does. It's still real today. Yeah. It's definitely real today. It's definitely. Yep, we are the same age. She was born in 1925. Wow. And that's something that she most definitely was taught, Alex. That's something she was taught. You don't remember it? That's crazy. I do remember it. I remember that. And that's why we're talking. Like, I'm 35 and I get that. Like, I hear that sometimes, you know, about skin color. You know, like I said, I've had friends comment before about other females, you know, like, oh, she's dark, or like, she's pretty, but she's dark, or, you know, comments like that. It's like, what the hell does that mean? I mean, a pretty person is a pretty person. Like, that's, you know, that's the type of thing that needs to, you're 35. Yes, I'm 35. I'm 35. But yeah, those are some of the things that need to, so when we're talking about this, what are some of the things that you guys feel like need to change? Like with this, if we're all agreeing that this is a thing, it's been happening for so long, it's still happening today, what can we do to evoke change? What can we do to switch up the narrative? What can we do to make sure our children aren't talking about other dark-skinned kids like that? What is it that, how can we take ownership? How can we teach our children and future generations to switch this up? Period. Because it's a thing, it's out there, and if we're not treating each other the way we should be treated, how can we expect that from other races? Exactly what you said. We have to start at home. You have to start at home, period. 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 I'm just putting a little bit more concealer for extra coverage under the eye. You guys just kind of take a look and you'll see what this is going to do. You will see what this is going to do. So I'm just going to blend this out with the same beauty blender. And this is going to further brighten it up. You see how that just kind of woke the eye up a little bit? Where are you guys from? Can everybody comment and let me know where you watching from? I would love to know. It starts at home. Don't put people on pedestals based solely on looks, skin color, hair. Also, when you see colorism in action, call that ish out. Wow. Wow. I like that. I like that. It's very simple. It's very simple. And I like the fact of call it out when you hear it, especially among friends. Washington, D.C. in the house. Hey, Washington, D.C. Yeah, you have to. And I feel like it may catch people off guard, especially like friends and family that are making comments. Like, why not call it out? If we're talking about making change in our own community, why not call it out? If you hear your aunt or you hear your cousin saying, oh, for a black girl, she's pretty, or she's cute, but she's dark, or I would like him, but he's too, you know, like when people are saying stuff like that, that's like straight up discrimination against darker skinned people, why not call it out? Why not, you know, and it doesn't even have to be in a rude way. You know, what I would do is ask them, why do they feel that way? You know, just to let them know, hey, I noticed what you just said. You know, why do you feel, maybe they need to be educated because they obviously learned that. And who did they learn it from and why did they feel like that's okay? Yes, Arian, because I have a white friend who experienced colorism because she was redhead. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that at all. Like discrimination because based on hair color, all of it's a thing. All of it's a thing and it needs to be called out, period. So I'm going to go ahead and set the highlighted areas using Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. And this is going to just keep our makeup in place, help set everything and make it look a little bit more finished. So I'm going to pour a little bit into the top and use the same beauty blender to go ahead and set under the eye and in the other highlighted areas. Yeah, I know what you meant. So we're just setting in the highlighted areas, you guys, with our translucent powder. Some ladies who are a little bit darker than me, this still works great on you. But there's a black-owned makeup company called Sasha, and they have a buttercup setting powder that has like a yellow undertone. Where can we purchase the powder? This powder can be purchased at like Sephora or something like that. But like I was just saying, Sasha has a buttercup powder that has like a yellow undertone, and on skin color's a little deeper than mine. I think that powder is so gorgeous on darker skin tones. It just gives you this like just a warm hint of that yellow underneath to set it with, and you get that on Sasha Cosmetics website. And I mean, it's a gorgeous powder. I use it on some of my clients. I'm gonna go ahead and reverse contour. That's like right under here. It just gives you more like that chiseled look when you go under here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. I can't believe she's 35. How old do I look? I went to Sephora this morning and I was like, y'all give me something to make me look 18, honey. That's what I need. Thank you. 26. I'll take it, Alex. Yes, 26. I am 26. How about that? I'm 26 after today. 4 lights. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's call that out. These young girls out here looking tired. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, young girls, y'all better drink y'all water because we're coming for you. Just kidding. Just kidding. So we have that on. As you guys notice, I have just a little wash of brown eyeshadow on. We're coming for the young ones, the 35 and ups. Little brown. I have my liner and my brows already done. So the next time we do a makeover racism, we're gonna do like a brow tutorial, but today is like about the skin. So you see that powder is kind of like baking into the skin a little bit. Now I'm about to put you guys on to something, okay? I'm about to put y'all on. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now. This is Pro Bronzer by Absolute New York. You guys, I got this from a beauty supply store and it was like under $10. I know it's considered bad when dark-skinned people wish they were lighter. Oh, if it's bad, someone lighter wish. Is it bad? Oh, wow. Okay, so she said, I just logged on what powder. So the setting powder that I used was the Laura Mercier setting powder. You can get it at Sephora, and I just put it in the highlighted areas, under the eyes, here, a little here. But I was saying, like, for my ladies who have deeper skin tones, like deeper than mine, that Sasha Buttercup powder, I really love it. I love it, and you can get it at sashacosmetics.com or whatever their website is. I think that's what their website is. Gives you a little yellow tint underneath, and it's bomb, you guys. I use it on my clients. But this right here, y'all, for under $10, let me tell you, Pro Bronzer, it says Natural Sun Kiss Radiance. That is the truth, okay? The name of this color, this is the dark one. I think they have one even deeper than this, and they have some a little bit lighter. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like a bronzing powder, and it has tiny little golden reflex in it, right? Tiny little golden reflex. And what I do is, I get my same brush that I contoured with, I take it in, and I just lightly go over my contour, making sure I cover the apples of my cheeks, almost blush-like, and then hit all the areas that I contoured on. Let me tell you why I like this so much. There's like that golden sheen, and it's very finely milled, you guys, and smooth. When sunlight hits you with this, it looks like you have just the most beautiful copper tone. The way the sun hits, you just look like a bronzy goddess, period. Like, it looks so amazing. We need a brush class, because I swear the right brush makes all the difference. Yeah, so this is Real Techniques. Real Techniques, if you go to like drugstores or Walmart, Target, whatever, most places sell Real Techniques, and they have sets of them. This is a solid brand of brushes. If you wanted to invest in some brushes and didn't want to invest too much money, but you want a solid product that you know you're going to have these brushes for at least a few years, and they do a great job, look into Real Techniques. They're pretty good. And Sonia Kashuk in Target, they're pretty good too. So you guys see how this is kind of giving me a little bit more definition, but the finish of it gives you a beautiful bronzy golden, especially if I'm like doing like a photo shoot where I know it's like a swim look, like you're gonna do like swimming pool looks or something like that. My friend is watching with me, and she's explaining where she's from in Louisiana. The dark-skinned children are called names even today. Wow. Wow. See that? Yeah. So, I mean, for your friend, like, the only way to change some stuff like that is, like Ariane was saying, call it out, period. If somebody's saying that about a child or to a child, it's our responsibility to call it out, because if we don't, who is? Who is, period. Just like now, I feel like if you don't take a stand in the Black Lives Matter movement right now, what are you standing for? Period. Everybody needs to take their part. I call it out in my classroom all the time. Yeah, yeah. Teachers, absolutely. I feel like discrimination should not be tolerated in the classroom, period, and the teacher needs to call it out. Point blank, period. Period. That's how you fix that. And that's really sad that that's still going on today. But like I said, you know, we're not that removed from that type of behavior and that type of discrimination. Like, this is not something from 1,000 years ago. It's only right. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's only the right thing to do. What are you going to do? Just sit back and watch? You know, as somebody saying something ugly to somebody based on skin color is wrong, period. And don't talk like that around me. That's how I feel about it, period. The more you call it out, okay, yeah. So I think she was saying, like, the more you call it out, the more people kind of understand, like, you can't talk like that, period. You guys, I'm going to set the rest of my face to kind of blend everything in. I'm going to take the tried and true MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Dark here. This is going to be my skin tone color. Take a big fluffy brush and just kind of buff out that line. I've always taught my children to call it out. Wow. See, and they learned it from you. They learned it from you that discrimination is not right. Period. And you say something about it. Why not? I love that. What do you do if it's your own mother? The same way. Call it out. You can call things out in a respectful way. Not saying, you know, to disrespect your mom or anything like that, but there's nothing wrong with, you know, correcting that old learned behavior. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't you guys agree? Call your mama out. Somebody said call your mama out. You have to. You have to, or it's gonna keep going. Maybe she doesn't even realize that what she's saying is I went to college in Louisiana. My professor said HBC Queen was color gone waste because she was light and had a big nose. Oh, wow. Then where I'm gonna live. Yeah, she said at her school, somebody said that she went to a HBCU and somebody said that the queen, am I right, that she was like a color gone to waste because she had a big nose? Like, I mean, who says stuff? I mean, yeah, I guess prejudiced people say things like that, but yeah, that's the type. It's not too late, never too old to change your behavior. Exactly, exactly. And you're never too old to get called out. Period. And that's where it is. That's the reality of it. And it's like, if we don't say anything, are we saying it's okay? By us not saying anything, are we saying it's okay? Period. You're letting it go on. You're letting it go on, and it shouldn't. The look is coming together, you guys. Here we go. It's coming together. So I'm just gonna kind of softly blend that line just a little bit. So you know, you guys, if you don't know, the name of the game when it comes to makeup is blend, blend, blend. The more seamlessly blended, most of the time when folks know your stance, they will never try you. Absolutely. That's the importance of saying something. Because when somebody hears you correct that type of bad behavior, they're not going to try you again, most likely. Never too old to grow or get checked. Exactly. Exactly. And so even if their behavior doesn't change completely, at the very least, it's going to cause them to think before they speak, and they're not going to say it to you. And that's where change starts. Exactly. Exactly. Here we go. So we're going to do a little bit of like a highlight, like a shimmer highlight. So I'm going to use, this is a Milani highlighter. It's the name of the color is Fantastic in Gold, and it's this highlighter here. Is this not gorgeous? Beautiful gold. It has like a deep gold and a light gold reflex. So I'm gonna take this brush here. Isn't it beautiful? And the thing I love about this highlighter is it's pretty on lighter skin tones, lighter than mine, all the way up to deep, dark skin tones. This still looks gorgeous. Like, I use it on my clients that, if you're familiar with MAC, like NC 40 to 42, all the way to the deepest, darkest skin tones, this, you can't go wrong. And you wanna layer that, like you see where your contour is, you wanna layer that like right on the top, like at the very height of your cheekbones. You see what that's doing, you guys? Just for that little subtle highlight. If you want it to be a bling-in highlight, you can add more. But for some reason, like the bling-in highlights, I'm not really into it that much anymore. Sometimes, let me stop lying. It depends on how I'm feeling. Today, we're gonna do something natural. Something a little bit more natural. This is more of a natural sun-kissed skin look. You better not bronze. bronze color numbers. It's professional come through. Yeah. So here, we're gonna highlight the high planes of our face. So down the nose, the highest point of our cheekbones, a little bit on the cupid's bow, like that. I'm gonna go in with the powder. This is just a Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's like one shade darker than my skin, like maybe one shade darker than my skin tone. And I am gonna go ahead and contour the sides of my nose here. Here. And we're gonna bring that up into the brow. Just like that. If you guys have any questions on the look, don't hesitate to leave it down below, you guys, because I want you guys to learn how to perfect y'all's looks if that's what you want to do. Or if you're a makeup artist or an aspiring makeup artist, you have any questions, go ahead and ask, you guys. I'm always an open book. I don't mind at all. No question is too dumb. The younger parents should teach their children not to be timid, know who they are, and when folks come for them, they will know how to respond. That's very important. That's very important. Prepare your kids. Prepare your kids for discrimination, you know, and prepare your kids, teach your kids how to react to discrimination. What do you say if that happens? You know what I'm saying? Like as an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, 12, 16, however old you are, as a child, when that happens to you, how do you respond to something like that? That's something that we need to talk about. What do you teach your children about that? That was an amazing comment. I love that. I love that. Okay. Boom, you guys. We are almost finished with this look pretty much. Pretty much. Let's do eyelashes, you guys. So you guys know I am the owner of Socialite Mink Lash, the world's greatest lashes. Okay? Socialite Mink Lash, you guys. They are 100% mink. They last an average of 20 uses with proper care. I can't wait for the lip and lash, period. We're on the way. So the style that I'm using is Nightlife, right? So Nightlife is the full, they should never have to experience it, but this world we live in, they need to be prepared. Absolutely, absolutely. They need to be prepared because it's out there, period. It's like we don't want to deal with it, but it's there. So what do we do now? It's there, so let's be prepared. Let's be prepared. Yeah, they are. They are. Socialite Mink Lash are everything, you guys. So these lashes closely resemble lash extensions. They are super fluffy. If you look from the side, they're like 3D, 4D. So they closely resemble lash extensions. Those are some lashes, no playing. Absolutely, absolutely. I had these in the box on top of two. Like there's another pair underneath it here, so I'm not putting both on. These were sitting on top. So this is Nightlife. Nightlife is probably one of the more popular lashes that I sell. I have 4 different types. This one's really popular because it's medium length and full and fluffy. So if you wear glasses, you're still okay to wear these glasses without them looking too long to where it hits your glasses or your sunshades. And it's a very luxury look. It's a luxury mink lash brand that gives you a very expensive look. It looks like lash extensions. That's like the best way to explain it. This is not like an average lash, one-dimensional that you can get like in a drugstore, beauty supply store or something like that. And you can purchase these lashes on socialiteminklash.com. socialiteminklash.com. So my favorite glue is the Duo Lash Adhesive that comes in here. And it has like the little flat side and it's dark. So you don't have to worry about it drying, looking white or anything like that. And I like it because it sticks immediately. You don't have to wait for it to get tacky and it's moving around. So you just want to look down. And then just sit it right on top where your lashes grow out of. Like right on top. Come on, volume. Yeah, these are very voluminous lashes, you guys. But at the same time, I feel like they're still everyday wearable. If you guys feel like this is a little too much for your everyday, which I mean, I'm a makeup artist, so but if you feel like this is too much for your everyday, I have a style called 9 to 5 that is perfect. It's shorter than this, but it's still full and fluffy, but it's not as dark as this. So it gives you a very natural professional look, but still super bomb. Super bomb. If you've bought Socialite Mink Lash, if you own some, you guys comment down below and let me know like what your true thoughts on Socialite Mink Lash is, you guys. This is a project that I worked really hard on developing this brand and getting it out there and making it perfect for my socialites. And I want to know what you guys think, but it's worth every minute after you get them on. Yeah. After you've tried about 3 or 4 times, you guys, you should be an expert. When I say try, I mean literally sit there and try them 3 or 4 times back to back. Not like today, tomorrow, the next day. Like take them off, put them back on. You'll be a pro. I love them. They are the best I've used, no lie. And the lash band is comfortable. Yeah, so that's the thing. The lash band is actually made of 100% cotton band, making it pliable, like so it could, you know, adhere to the eye good, like you can bend it. But then it's still really durable, yet comfortable to the eye. So that cotton band makes a difference, you guys. I love it, and most of my customers who buy from the brand, they really love that about it as well. So let's put the other one on. I just put a little bit of glue on there. Maybe I need to sit down and try putting them on. Most of the time I just give up. Yeah, I would say just sit down, literally like start off with a cheaper pair because like I said, this is a luxury line, so you don't want to practice with this. But try off, go get you like 3 or 4 cheap pair of lashes and literally sit down and try to put them on back to back. Like try one time, take them off, put another pair. Once you do it 3 or 4 times and you're sitting there, you'll be a pro about that 3rd or 4th time. Like everybody tells me it works out great for them that way. Yeah, this glue sticks instantly. This is the Duo Lash Adhesive for strips. It's the one with that flat applicator. And I like to always get the dark one. I never like to get the clear or the white because sometimes that leaves residue. This, if it leaves residue, it's black, so it blends in with your eyeliner. So you don't have to go in with all that correction. So yeah. I'm so glad that you guys came in here and, you know, tuned in and shared your thoughts and your beliefs, you know, because these type of discussions these are discussions that we need to have, period. These are discussions that we need to have. You know, there's nothing wrong with calling people out in a respective way, like a respectful way. There's nothing wrong with that. Family members or otherwise. Period. People need to know when they have bad behavior. At the very least, if they don't change their behavior altogether, it's going to cause them to at least think about it. And if they're going to comment about it, they're not going to comment about it in front of you. Can someone post the actual link to that glue? Okay, can somebody find the Duo Lash Adhesive? After this is over though, I'm gonna put the exact name. I'll find a link and put it in the description box after this over. I'll list everything I used and I'll have it in the description box for you guys. But this is what it looks like with the purple writing, Duo, the dark one, with the flat applicator. Because they have different color ones. They have some you squeeze out. This is the one with the purple writing and the flat applicator. I'll put the link in the description box for you though, don't worry. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to mascara. So the mascara that I'm using is Levi Mascara from Tui Bell. And this is a black owned company, you guys, black owned. Really soon I'll probably have this on my website. It is bomb. This is bomb, period. It's a bomb foundation. Her packaging is great. It almost feels like titanium or something. It almost feels like metal. Like, I don't know if you can hear this. It's just a luxury mascara, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little mascara on my bottom lash line. So that's that. And we are going to end with a lip. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna take a MAC lipstick called Persistence. Yeah, Persistence. It's like a mauve-y nude. Can't see. We're gonna put that on like the outer edge as a liner. Yeah. So what are some of you guys' favorite Black-owned makeup products? That's something that I would love to know, you guys. What are some of your favorite Black-owned makeup products? The Sasha powder that I was talking about earlier, that's one that I really like. The lip bar that's in Target, Black-owned, I really like that one. Socialite Mink Lash, hey, the best. The best luxury mink lash company out right now, you guys. www.socialiteminklash.com. These lashes last an average of 20 uses with proper care, which pretty much means don't sleep on them and smush them. You'll get those uses. So this pair that I have on, this is probably about my maybe 6th or 7th time wearing this particular pair, and I know I have at least another 10 uses out of them. Full fluffy, like when I take them off at night, I just put them back in the case and re-put them on. They are life, you guys. So that's that for the liner. MAC's Baby's All Right. It's like a lavender nude, a little bit like a, not even lavender, but like a pinky nude with a small tiny hint of purple. Crayon Case. Okay, yeah, that's another Black-owned makeup company. She said Crayon Case lip gloss and clean kisses. Okay, I have some Crayon Case eyeshadow palettes. Can you list the Black-owned makeup? Yes, so in the description box, I'll list a whole list of Black-owned makeup products, you guys. That's it, you guys. This is a very natural look. To set the face, just keep everything in place. I'm gonna go in with the matte Fix Plus spray. This one is the matte one. Like they have a regular one, they have a matte one. I think they have a shimmer one. This one is the matte one to kind of help your skin from getting oily. So spray this. Ooh, it's everywhere. Ooh, that MAC smell. I worked for MAC, you guys, for over 6 years, and me just smelling this was like so, like, took my brain back to that day, back to those days. I love how you support us. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, come on now. If we don't support us, who is going to support us? Period. Period. And it doesn't have to be anything so deep. If that's not your thing. Like I said, everybody has a place in this movement. And it might be just to, you know, when you hear a comment that you know is bad behavior or somebody discriminate, it could be as simple as let somebody know that's not okay, period. You know, find your own place with it. Don't feel like you have to do the same thing that everybody else does. You don't. You don't. So yeah, this is it, you guys. That's the end of the tutorial. We are done. Colored Rain, that's a good one. Colored Rain, they have some good lip products. But that's it. If you guys have any more questions or comments, go ahead and leave it down below. I will answer your questions and comments in the description, down below when you comment, because this video is going to go up and it's going to be on the channel forever. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Ariel Ash, Facebook Ariel Ash. Don't forget to check out Socialite Mink Lash. It's a Facebook page, Socialite Mink Lash, as well as Instagram, you guys. So check out the lashes. I have 4 different styles to choose from. And they are life. I appreciate you. You did an amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the comment, you guys. Thanks for the love. Thanks for joining in the discussion. You know, that's awesome. That's awesome. So we're gonna do this every month. Thank you, Ariel. This is awesome. Oh, so yeah, we're going to do this every month. Makeover Racism is going to be every month, you guys. I'm going to try to get other beauty professionals to join in with me so we can kind of tag team on this and I can introduce you to some other beauty professionals. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about that. Or if there are any Texas or Houston makeup artists or beauty professionals or, you know, fashion industry, beauty industry, comment down below. I can reach out to them and see if they want to go ahead and join the next discussion. So you guys, I will see y'all next time, and thank you so much. Bye.